before I started, I got the message that this is about somebody who has some regrets about you. And when I picked a topic from my cards, it is things to let go of. So that couldn't be clearer. Somebody may regret the way they treated you or how a situation transpired between the two of you. Obviously, things to let go of doesn't necessarily mean walking away. It can mean repairing things, but letting go of an old grudge maybe. So let's see what this is all about. Stay tuned if this resonates with you. So it really feels like you were going through a lot of internal changes way back when. And it seems that love or friendship or warmth of expression was being withheld from you by someone. And despite this, you are showing up here as having all of this inner stability, just complete supreme confidence, if you like. And this may be how this person viewed you. So they might have seen you as some kind of unassailable person, sort of out of their reach, maybe. They were acting in a quite bitter, negative, snarky, sort of bitter, sarcastic kind of way. Quite mean-spirited is the Queen of Swords in reverse. Somebody very chilly and defensive to the point where they attack other people to make themselves feel a bit better. They felt, by the looks of this, out of control, out of balance, underwater, upside down. And just as a contrast to your Ten of Pentacles stability, they felt upside down, underwater in terms of their stability. This is the stability of family and heritage as well. And they sort of feel all alone and also very unabundant there. So this seems to be at the heart of what the issues were between you, whether you were aware of this situation overtly or not. It seems as though your energy at the beginning might have been quite naive. Maybe you were a bit childish, and I say that with love. But there was something quite codependent about the situation. And I feel you've made a lot of changes in your life since then, and you would probably admit that maybe you weren't as mature as you are now. And there was something codependent there that you might have really wanted this relationship to work, but in the flavor that it was, it actually doesn't feel overly healthy. So even though you had all the stability, or maybe that's how this person perceived you, you had some growing to do, and it seems like you've done that. The other person felt like they were outdated, outworn, stuck, going nowhere, just spinning their wheels in life, and they might have felt quite eclipsed by you, kind of overpowered by your energy, by your sense of inner stability maybe. I really got drawn to the word overshadowed there. So I think that sort of feels either that they had to get you out of their life, had to eclipse you out of the way, or they were worried about being overshadowed by you, kind of overpowered. Because when you go, 10 in the upright, coming up against 9 in reverse, as a mirror image of two people, that's not a very healthy mix there. So what does the universe want you to know about this situation where you feel that you were treated a bit unfairly? What is coming up here? Yep, so the wheel is turning. So somebody who cast you out into the snow wants to be back in your good graces. They want to make amends for shunning you, for really treating you unfairly, because that is the topic here. Let's look at how you feel about that on the surface right now, and what you may not understand about the situation, something you're not aware of. Well, you are not expecting anything official or kind of concrete to come out of this at all. You are expecting to be led into rocky waters, so for things to kind of get worse. Although it may lighten your mental burdens, it might just mean that you don't wonder anymore about what's going on because you get some answers, but you don't seem to have very high hopes about this turning into something peaceful or solid here. But what you don't understand is there is a final clearing up to happen. And remember, the topic that came out was things to let go of. And it is going to actually heal your pain here. It is going to remove all these swords out of your back. So whatever happens, it will be very healing for you. You might not expect it to lead to calmer waters, but actually it is. And there is some mystery here. I'm going to pull more cards, of course, because this is kind of a crossroads. It is not knowing what to do next or where to go next. So, of course, I want to see a bit more. Which deck can we go to? What is the nature of this opportunity here to move forwards? Go to a different deck. Oh my God. So I got my wild card out. So this is going to really take you by surprise. You may have been expecting some kind of mild apology or something and get something much more. But look at these two cards. They came out again, but this time in the upright, moving on to calmer waters. And something really solid, secure, some kind of agreement, relationship, something solid. Wow, that is so crazy. I have to pick these up just to show you how they used to be in the reverse. Those same two cards. I love it when this happens. It happens a lot, but it never fails to tickle me. So yeah, you don't expect that at all, but that is what is going to happen. So that's lovely. So what advice does the universe want to give you? Because obviously what's coming up is not matching your expectations here. Well, this is interesting. Your advice here is to see beyond the past. So you have changed a lot in the intervening days, weeks, months, whatever this is, maybe years in some cases. The other person has changed too. So don't go into the situation expecting things to be exactly as they were in the past. You have both changed, so give that change a chance. Get to ascertain exactly what this change is. In a way, surrender to the universe. Don't try and control things too much. I feel like either they have had like a flash of illumination or you will get guided along the way. So you don't need to try and force things or drive things along in the way you want them to go. You'll be kind of guided along. So surrender and let the universe, let this other person show you the new situation. Now, there may be some tough conversations to have with Saturn, the headmaster planet, in the third Gemini house of communication. Concentration is the key word there, but really for me it is about serious, weighty matters of topics of discussion. And that's not a bad thing. You know, if you want to clear the air in a serious way and move forward together in some kind of relationship or friendship in a serious way, then that is definitely what is called for here. So it looks as though they realize they are on a losing battle, trying to fight their feelings for you or realizing how they were unfair to you in the past. So they are now taking aim towards you and they're hopeful that things can be kind of rekindled between you. So your advice, energies to lean away from is overgiving. So be quite circumspect. In fact, both of these are pentacles, which was about the stability. Now remember at the beginning how the disparity between you both in your sense of pentacles stability, whether financial or just kind of in life in general, they felt like upside down and kind of alone, and you felt kind of quite together and maybe quite solid and stable in your foundations. So you're being urged not to overgive with your resources, your time, your energy, your money. Just be quite circumspect here. Lean away from overspending, openness, recklessness. So just be a bit conservative. And energy to lean towards is actually not behaving like the Queen of Pentacles. You may have graduated from the Ten of Pentacles now to the Queen of Pentacles. Maybe you have so much money, maybe you have so much security. So somehow your advice is to lean towards not showing that, not flopping that out, not relying on that. Maybe show some vulnerability here, show how this person can fit into your life. Let them know you need help with your stability too, and it's that sort of thing. So don't kind of, if you sit there all high and mighty, it might be a bit off-putting. And this is like, I'm so together, I don't need anyone else in my life. I've got my money, I've got my job, I've got my home, I've got my life all sorted. Makes people feel that maybe there's nowhere for them to fit in, or for the two of you to combine to build a life together. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting from having the Queen of Pentacles in reverse as your good direction to go in. So don't lead with money, don't lead with stability. You get the idea. Okay, I want a few cards to finish up. Okay, so we got, this is so telling, the Rat card, that feeling that somebody doesn't have your best interests at heart, somebody is working behind your back, but really that is a misunderstanding of some sort. So the negative thoughts or negative opinion you have on someone, really when you see the truth of the matter, you might have a different opinion. And look, we've got Grasshopper, situations in the balance that require careful handling. So that is incredibly apt. Remember, there will be some serious conversations to be had, and you will want to let them lead, but remember, keep an open mind in all of this. So my darlings, if you would like your own personal reading on this topic or any other, go to my website, abundancelovejoy.com. Meanwhile, this is Sarah wishing you much abundance, love and joy.